With the continued building on the Cardano network, we're now expecting Foreon, which is going to be a decentralized betting marketplace on the network. And we've just seen the first ever Tracer coin, which is going to be an asset not tied or pegged to fiat, but instead a non-financial index. What is going on, ADA Nation? Welcome to the Dapp Central channel. My name is Fareed, and in today's video, I want to talk to you guys about two projects that are upcoming within the Cardano ecosystem. Now, before we jump into that, I want to briefly touch on some of the activity that we've seen within the top dApps within Cardano, as well as the NFT space. So first things first, we're going to review some charts here by Cardano Daily. Then I want to talk to you guys about a brand new betting platform being built on Cardano, which is going to be called the Foreon network. In closing of today's video, I want to touch on a brand new type of coin, which is going to be called a tracer coin, being released by the Cogito protocol, which is going to be one of the few platforms being built within the Singularity Net marketplace. Now, before we jump into today's content, if it's your first time stopping by the channel, my goal is to provide you guys in the community with the latest news, tutorials, and reviews. If you guys find today's video to be helpful in any way, shape, or form, I would really appreciate it if you guys could tap that like button. If it's your first time stopping by, consider subscribing. And if you have any questions for me about anything that we're going to be talking about today, then make sure to leave a comment down below. Lastly, I am a single stake pool operator operating the official Dapp Central stake pool. If you want to support me here on my mission to educate the broader Cardano community, then consider delegating with the official stake pool, which is stake pool ticker DAPP. Now that we have the introduction out of the way, I want to jump into our first set of reports here, which will be focusing on the development and growth of the ecosystem. And so if you guys are not already following Cardano Daily on Twitter, I recommend you guys go ahead and do so. And what I want to touch on first is going to be the unique account growth on the top dApps. Now, I just covered this in my last Cardano scoop. However, that was data as of the 17th of April. And as you guys can see here at the bottom of this chart, this is going to be updated on the 24th of April. So this is a lot more recent here. And at number one, we have Flipper.io, which is going to be a marketplace. Now, over the last 5 days, they have a unique account growth of more than 560 unique accounts, which equals about 800% when it comes to their 5-day change. Next, we have Aneta BTC, which just launched their testnet, which will be focusing on wrapped Bitcoin. And so this protocol allows for you to wrap your Bitcoin from the official Bitcoin network through their bridge. And it allows for you to basically have a representing asset on the Cardano network. Similarly, you can also unwrap your CBTC tokens by using their bridge, which will take your CBTC token on the Cardano network and move that back over into your Bitcoin wallet. Now, if you guys want to find out more about Aneta BTC, I just released a testnet video breaking down the entire process, which I'll leave linked down in the description below. In terms of their unique account growth, they have 86 new accounts here interacting with their platform, which currently translates over to about 822%. Now, I do believe that because their testnet just launched, we'll probably see this number continuing to increase. But again, just wanted to briefly touch on that there. At number three, this is something that we don't necessarily see here all the time. This is going to be an NFT collection. And so I'm not necessarily sure how exactly they're measuring the unique account growth here, whether or not they're using something like JPEG or whether or not they're actually using the website or the platform for the Ape Society staking. And so as we can see here at number three, we've got the Ape Society with 630 new accounts. Coming in at number four, we've got another marketplace, which is going to be Plutus.art with 300 or about 300 new accounts interacting with their protocol. And then at number five, we've got the Genius Yield team, which just included staking for the new net token. Now, that is also going to be a project under the Singularity Net umbrella, basically aiming to decentralize the available computing power that are not being used. Now, Genius Yield has an increase of 379 accounts, followed by Lending Pond, which has a unique account growth, of 93%, followed by AADA Finance, which has been growing ever so steadily here in terms of TVL. If you guys have somehow missed the entire AADA Finance train, they're currently building using a peer-to-peer platform, but they're going to be moving over to peer-to-pool. On top of that, they're going to be leveraging Icon, which will make their smart contracting development a lot easier. And they're also going to be restructuring their fees and updating their Oracle platform. And so if you guys want more information about AADA Finance, again, I do have a full dedicated video breaking down all of their updates. In closing, at number 8, we've got MuesliSwap, followed by the Explosive Marketplace, which is previously known as CNFT.io. And then in closing, we've got the Milk and Meta blockchain coming in with about 500 new accounts in terms of growth. Moving into my next story here, I want to touch on the top NFT collections here by volume share. At number 1, we've got the Ape Society again, which we just saw there on the previous slide. And they have received, over the course of the last few days, over 7% of the total ADA volume coming into the NFT space. So if you guys have not been aware, there has been a low amount of liquidity flowing into the NFT space, while we've seen a much greater increase in the DeFi space. And so it looks like liquidity may be rotating out of NFTs over into DeFi. But that said, given the current amount of volume coming in, regardless of the total amount, the Ape Society is getting about 7% of that share. At number 2, we've got another blue chip, which is going to be Clay Nation, getting about 6.8% of the total ADA volume share, followed by another blue chip, which I believe was actually the first ever NFT collection launched on the Cardano network, which is going to be the Space Buds series. Now, if you guys are not aware, they just updated their artwork. And if you're looking to basically update your artwork from the V1 to the V2 version, you can use the Wormhole, which is a free platform to use. Coming in at number 4, we've got the OTK Pirates Collection. Number 5, the Goofy Gophers Mining Club, which is a pretty cool NFT collection here, dividing up and providing a bit of utility based off of a mining service. So as they mine and earn rewards, they'll be distributing that to their NFT holders. Now, given this particular bit of utility, we've seen the price of these NFTs as well as the amount listed on marketplaces dramatically drop, while the floor prices increased almost double. So pretty cool NFT collection to watch out for, again providing real world utility to holders of the NFTs. Coming in at number 6, we've got the Ore Mob or Ore Mob. Now coming in at number 7, we've got the Earth Node NFTs being released by the World Mobile Protocol. Now, the World Mobile team will be hosting a space on April 27th, so make sure to tune in. We're going to be hearing from Mickey Watkins and the rest of the team. Their goal is to connect the unconnected through a sharing economy, and if you own one of these EarthNode NFTs, you'll actually be able to verify transactions taking place by customers using this platform, and in return, you'll be able to earn the WMT or the World Mobile Token. Coming in number 8, we've got Pavia, number 9, Cornucopias, and then number 10 is going to be the remaining of the market. That is going to take us through the first 2 bits of updates here surrounding the Cardano ecosystem. And now let's really jump into the meat of today's video. I am super excited to be bringing to you guys 2 projects here that are going to be new on the channel, but I look forward to covering these here in much more detail. So the first one is going to be called Foreon. Now they're going to be a decentralized prediction marketplace building on Cardano. So in a nutshell, they're going to allow for people to take bets whether something is going to be true or false. And then based off of the odds, right, you're going to have to put up your ADA depending on what you're betting on. The loser's pot, right, in terms of ADA will be given over to the winner's pot. And so what I want to share here is just a few screenshots, and then we're going to jump over into their official website. Now, I did get an email here from this team, and I'm looking forward to bringing them on this channel for an interview and an AMA. So if you guys have any questions about Foreon and what they're building, first off, go ahead and check out their website. But second off, make sure you leave a comment down below so I can make sure to ask them when I have them on the channel. So this is the homepage here. As you guys can see, we can connect our Cardano wallet. As I mentioned, as you take bets on this protocol, you will be providing ADA basically to whatever decision that you're betting on. And whoever loses the bet, that entire pot will be given over or distributed to the winners. And so if I jump over to the next page here, we can see that we have a watch list, market structure. We can see the volume on the platform, the liquidity that's available, the end date, and the current state of some of these bets. To the right of that here, we've got some actual bets here. So we can see this is, a example bet, of course, but we can see that in order to bet yes, that would cost about $40 or $40 worth of ADA. And in order to bet no, that would cost about $20 or about $20 worth of ADA. You can quickly add whatever bet to your watch list. You can see exactly how many people have voted for this particular bet and exactly how much liquidity is currently up for grabs. So again, here as an example, if you were to vote yes, you would put down about $40 worth of ADA. And let's say that the bet went your way. Everybody who would bet for no would actually have their ADA taken away, and that would be distributed fairly amongst everybody that betted for yes. And alternatively, and if the vote went the other way around, everybody who voted for no would get all of the profits or liquidity that was voted upon for the yes column. So bringing a much more fair approach here to betting and a opportunity here for people who are looking to take advantage of real world events or real world decisions. Again, you could use this for something, for example, like a football game, a presidential election, the weather, I guess literally anything that is a decision or that has yet to come true. You can potentially put on this protocol or on this platform in order to bet on it. Now, looking at the top here, we can see that they've got different categories. So we've got business, crypto, sports, politics, science, and even pop culture. So I'm excited to really see what this platform is going to do here and how many people in this community will actually use it. All right, moving into the third screenshot here, we can see, looks like once you actually click on a particular bet, you can see the ADA volume. You can see how many people have voted yes, how many people have voted no. And then you can obviously buy or sell or choose the outcome. Again, you can bet a total amount of ADA here. And it looks like we've got a slider here to kind of dictate how much of your current wallet you want to go ahead and actually put up as a bet. Now I'm going to jump over into their official website here, and I just want to briefly touch on a few bits. And so it reads here, using Foreon, you can now bet on future events while also getting unbiased real-time forecast on events that matter to you most. They've got a tokenomics section and a white paper currently available. And again, make sure to use the link that I'm going to leave down below in the description in order to read more about this protocol. And so it states here on the website, the current state of prediction markets and betting is currently flawed and oppressive. The betting market today lures customers with the promise of quick wealth, utilizing various tactics to maximize profits while providing minimal benefits to them. With the Foreon network, they're going to be an information market platform where users can trade on the predicted outcome of future events, creating a share portfolio based on their forecast in order to earn a return. It offers an alternative to betting platforms with high fees, restrictions, and poor accessibility. Moving down, there's going to be three key features as to how this protocol works. So number one, you'll need to fund your wallet. So you can use a wallet like Nami or Eternal to deposit the minimum amount of FRN, which will be their native governance token, in order to open a market and fund your wallet with JED or a stable coin. Next, you'll actually be able to trade. So you'll be able to bet on future events by buying shares in the market that you know best. So that's going to be some of the categories that we touched on there, which included sports, politics, pop culture, business, crypto, etc. And then very lastly, you can sell your shares at any time as the market odds change. And after the market results or after a decision has been made, you can redeem your winnings, shares, and profits. Now, this is the first ever time that I've heard of a marketplace like this being built in crypto. I'm not even sure that they have something like this on Ethereum or any of these other protocols running on EVM chains. Now, I could be completely wrong here, but let me know down below in the comment section if you guys are aware of a protocol or a platform doing something like this. Now, in closing, I want to briefly touch on the Foreon token or their native governance token, which as you guys can see has already been minted with a valid policy ID. Shorthand, it's going to be referred to as $FRN, and there's going to be a total supply of 10 million tokens. Now, if I scroll down here, in terms of the allocation, more than 50% will be allocated to their public sale. 3% or about 300,000 will be going to their advisors, with 1 million going to the Foreon vault, 7% going towards rewards and farming pools, with over 20% going towards exchanges, and about 10% going towards their team. That is actually not bad in terms of tokenomics, given the fact that the majority will be going to the public sale and the amount going to the team is much less than a lot of other projects building within this ecosystem. So I'm definitely going to be keeping a close eye here on the Foreon token, and let me know what you guys think about it down in the comment section below. Now, I'm going to move over and talk about a second project here, which is going to be new on the platform. So let me share my screen here with you guys. And what I want to talk to you guys about is going to be a new type of asset called Tracercoins. Now, this is going to be developed by Cogito, which is a platform inside of the Singularity ecosystem. Now, I'm going to quickly share with you guys here what the Singularity ecosystem looks like. But in a nutshell, Singularity is aiming to take advantage of artificial general intelligence. So not just regular artificial intelligence, but this is going to be AI that can really learn and that does more than just one particular task. And so within this ecosystem, at the very foundation, we have Hypercycle, Singularity Net, AIDSL, NewNet, and OpenCog, which again is going to be the infrastructure. But then on top of that, we have platforms for finance, which include Cogito at the top right-hand side here, as well as the Singularity DAO. Towards the bottom, we've got an AI portion focused on health, which includes Rejuve AI, Rejuve Biotech, and Awakening Health. And then we've also got some additional platforms here for productivity, which include the Twin Protocol. And then we've also even got a platform very similar to what we have with Project Catalyst, which is deep funding. Now, I'm going to be having an interview here surrounding deep funding, and I'm going to be bringing on a team member from that platform as well. So again, I'm going to do my best here to focus more and provide you guys more content surrounding AGIX, or the Singularity ecosystem, given the fact that we are moving towards a more AI-centric economy, and there's been a lot of adoption and talk obviously surrounding ChatGPT-2. So now that we better understand exactly where Cogito falls in this entire marketplace, what I want to talk about is going to be Gcoin, again, which is going to be a tracer coin, which seeks to find stability not by being pegged to a financial index or by a fiat currency like we have right now with JED and IUSD, which are pegged to the US dollar, but this instead will be tied to a non-financial index. So let's break down exactly what this is all about. So what I want to touch on here is the fact that the Gcoin team, or the Cogito team, has released their testnet for their Gcoin minting and burning. But before we talk about the testnet, let's find out more about exactly what a Gcoin, or what the green coin, is. So it states here, tracer coins are a new asset class seeking stability not by pegging to fiat currencies, but to non-financial indices, such as the green index. Our newly launched testnet demo presents the first tracer coin called Green Coin, or Gcoin. Now, Green Coin, or Gcoin, is a tracer coin that pegs to a green index. This metric tracks global positive environmental progress using indicators such as green investments, renewable energy, air quality, and more. The goal of such an index is to use data provided by reliable data sources and diversify the index in a way that a single event is unable to manipulate the value of the green index. It's aimed to serve as an incentive for eco-friendly behaviors and encourages global sustainable activities, which in return leads to the green index increasing in value. And so in summary, as there's more positive environmental progress, the value of the green token, or the green tracer coin, will continue to increase. And if it goes backwards, it will also decrease. And so this is putting a financial and a positive incentive on people to actually take positive environmental progress. So this is not tied to a dollar, but it's tied to a non-financial index. Again, in this particular case, the positive movement within the environment. So this is a brand new concept that I have not heard of. But again, I'm going to do my job here to do my due diligence and bring you guys more news surrounding the Cogito protocol. Now, if I jump in here into their actual testnet, which is available using the link down below in the description, first thing you'll need to do is connect your wallet. They support Nami and Eternal. Once you do that, it's a pretty simple process to go ahead and actually begin minting the Gcoin. All you need to do is go ahead and actually provide how much of the green coin you want to mint, and then you can verify that you're going to be paying with Test ADA. There's a miner service fee as well as a blockchain fee, and then you've got the total payment down here below. So if I click on mint here, it's going to ask me to sign a transaction. And I'm going to go ahead and click on sign there. I'll enter my spending password. And that should be it. Now, there's no additional confirmation screen here, but if I jump into my wallet, I've actually already minted 100 of these tokens already. And so we'll give this a second to see if it updates to 200. Now that we've purchased 100 green coins, let's say that we actually want to burn 100 of the tokens once they've appreciated, given the fact that it's directly tied to the positive environmental growth in the ecosystem. We can type in how much of the green token we want to burn, and then you can actually go ahead and click on the burn button here, and you can sign the transaction again. So it's a pretty straightforward process, but let me just double check my wallet to see if I've received the additional 100 green tokens, or the green coins, which you guys can see I have successfully submitted or received. And so that is going to bring us again to a close here for today's video, in which we've talked about 2 new protocols coming to Cardano that I am excited to be covering on this channel moving forward. The first is going to be Foreon, which is going to be a decentralized betting marketplace being built on Cardano. And the second is going to be the Cogito protocol, which is just one of the few protocols being built within the AGIX, or the Singularity Net ecosystem. That is going to bring me to a close here for today's Cardano Scoop. If you guys found any of this information to be helpful or insightful, please make sure to tap that like button. If it's your first time stopping by on the channel, consider subscribing. And if you guys have any questions for me about anything that we talked about today, then please make sure to leave a comment down below. That said, and as always, I will see you guys in the next video.